Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are going to be making a tailored ham. um it's usually round at the upper part and it has a base, so it sits down. So I have a video on how to make a tailor's ball. It's round throughout. It's good, it doesn't have any bad effect. It's just that the other one has a base that will sit down, because usually when I use this it tends to move or roll with me whilst using it. So when I spotted this on Instagram and Pinterest, I just wanted to make one for myself. So I've decided to share this and a few mistakes I've made. So if you would love to make one for yourself, then do well to stay tuned. So first I'm going to make a pattern. So on this white thing, I'm just going to draw a straight line as the starting point, and I'll mark the base as 3.5, and I'll mark the midpoint of the 3.5. Right on that 3.5 midpoint, I'll mark a straight line as shown, and I'll mark 4 inches upwards from that half point, the midpoint. So I'm just going to connect the line straight, just like a triangle. Alright, so after that I'll mark the midpoint of each part, and on that midpoint I'll go up by 1/4 inch, and then I'll just curve all the parts together as shown. So you should have something like this afterwards. Now we need a base. It has a base as well, so we need a base. Now you can just cut a circle of a radius of 2 inches. What I'm using for the pattern is kind of thick, so it will disturb me a little whilst cutting. So I just made a point, a dot, and then I'm going to mark 2 inches round that dot to create a circle. So you should have something like this afterwards. You are going to cut 4 of 2 different fabrics, so that means a total of 8. All right, so and then for the base, which is the circle, you just cut 2. So I'll go ahead and cut everything. So I'm going to cut 4 of this fabric. You should use 2 fabrics, okay, 2 different ones. So I'm going to use this, and you can use another material for this, but I just thought instead of using another fabric for the inner part, I should just use foam. I don't know why, but I just thought I could use foam because it's an inner part. So I'll cut 2 of this and 4 of this, and then 4 of the foam as well. So it should look like this after cutting. So I have 4 of the material with 1 base, and then 4 of the foam with its base as well. So I'll go ahead and just join each of them, 4 of the triangular part together, and the same as the foam. So I've turned each of them inside out, and I'm going to fill in the foam with these scrap fabrics that I have. I've cut them into small pieces so it will be easier to work with. Now the mistake I've made is that I didn't know that whilst filling in the pieces of fabric into the foam is going to expand. So the foam expanded and it couldn't enter the other fabric. So I thought that if you have a stretchy fabric, you can use the stretchy fabric so that whilst the foam is expanding, it can just fit into it. So I just decided to destroy the whole foam and then cut another fabric and start all over. So after cutting, this will be my main piece, so I'll sew them together. So I've left space for this and I'll leave space for the main piece as well. So I'm just going to fill in the pieces of fabric into this. So this is going to serve as the inner part, whilst the other one I just cut is going to serve as the main piece or as the outer part. So I'm just trying to see whether it will still fit in. Yeah, so afterwards I'll hem the open part of the inner part and then I'll insert it into the main piece. And then afterwards I'll hem the edge or the open part for the main piece as well. At this point, this is how it looks like. So we have the base and then the round like part. So this is going to help you to iron the curved part of your garment while sewing. So you could see that it has a base, it's not moving. Now you realize that the one I showed has another base, which is a wood. So I have this wood here, but it is not round, so I just want to make a round one for myself. So I use a cardboard. I cut about 5 cardboards. They are round as the base. So I'll join each of them with my glue. So I'm literally improvising for the wood. You realize that the wood is thick. That is why I decided to use more than one cardboard to have that thickness. So I'm just going to put them together. So I'll cut out another round fabric to cover up the cutting. So this is how it looks like. At least it doesn't look like the wood, but it's okay. So I'll go ahead and glue them together, and then that will be it. So I'll cover up the rough parts with a bias. So if this video was helpful in any way, please don't forget to like it, subscribe if you haven't, feel free to share, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and if you are new here, if this is your first time watching this video, thank you so much for stopping by. See you in any of my videos. Bye.